Right, today we're going to be looking at the female costume. This is going to be kind of an update to a previous video I did. Now, in the previous video there was a few people who were moaning about the fact that I wasn't telling you where the costumes could be found. Well, this video is going to be the same, basically. I'm not going to tell you where a lot of the costumes are found. I will tell you where maybe a few of them are found. Reason one is some of these costumes were collected over 2 years ago, and I'm hardly going to remember a video game costume from 2 years ago. Two, the game has completely changed since that time, and a lot of the costumes where I found them, you will find them in different places now. It's not going to be the same. So by me telling you where you find them will just be misinformation. And three, sometimes you have certain things, like you have events that come up nearly every 2 weeks, and there'll be costumes in that. Things move around in these sort of things as well. I've seen costumes come up that you could get, say, at the end of an event. A few weeks later, or a few months later, whatever, they turn up in the shop and you can buy them for Argents. So they move them around a bit as well, so there's no sort of necessary guarantee on some of these costumes. Another thing is there's a thing that comes up, I don't know what they call it, but they welcome you back when you have a season's over and a new season starts. They say welcome back, nice to see you again, and they give you free stuff sometimes, and occasionally you'll get a costume, sometimes you get a mount, so you get given stuff as well. So there is that element of randomness to it as well. If you want to know where a costume comes from, your best bet is to go into region chat in-game and ask, because there will be one or two people out there that are in there because costumes are their life. You know, it's something that they're really keen on, they collect them all, and they'll probably be able to tell you. Aside from that, you'll have people that have probably just got that costume that can tell you where they got it, or people who just, it's their favourite costume, and they'll know just from that. If you don't get a response straight away, that's obviously because a lot of people aren't going to remember, but try again the next day if you don't, or an hour or two. Just ask when it's busy. I mean, that's the best way to find out where the costume came from. Now the thing is, if you get, say, a class costume, well, your best bet for that is obviously going to be play that class. As you go through completing that class, or when you get that class, you will get a costume for it. So that will be the class costumes. There is costumes in the shop. If you look through the shop, you can see what costumes you can buy with various means, Argents or with credits. This is the in-game shop. There is costumes you can actually buy for real money, which come in costume packs. Now you'd need to go to the my.com website, I believe it is, and on there you should be able to find all the costume packs that you can buy. And the last one is basically the random element of where they come up in events, and they come up, like I say, here and there. You get them for doing certain things. If you go through and play your classes, go through, do your missions, all the missions, you're going to clear out all the costumes you're going to get from those straight away. So you'll get those sort of things pretty quick. The events you've got to wait for. Obviously they come around every 2 weeks, but after a year, if you've gone crazy and done every event and spent money and the rest of it, you'll get all of those. And of course there's the ones that you're going to buy, which will just cost you loads of money as well. But if you want to know where a certain one comes, if there's a costume you just can't live without, ask in region chat in the game. That is the best way to find out where it is, or to get it at that time. Right, now we got that out of the way, let's move on to the costumes. Right, what I'll do is I'll start with the costumes, then we'll move on to the hat. Like I said, this video is basically for people who want to have a look at the actual costume, get a look at it close up, as opposed to just seeing it on a small thumbnail somewhere. So, first costume, this is a Paladin costume. There'll be various colours. And there is Anarchy costume, again, one colour on that. You've got the Archer costume, Assassin costume, Berserker costume, Mechanical Engineer costume. Let me just show you the colours as we go as well. There we go. This is, oh yeah, it's Mechanical Engineer costume. Warrior costume, a couple of different colours. There's possibly more colours. What quite happens often happens often is you'll get a colour, you'll do something, or they'll give you a free colour for some doing something or another in the game or an event. If you get if they give away a costume that you've already got, that's when you'll get another costume colour, basically. Chemical protective suit. Now, for some weird reason, there's a ton of colours on this one. And as you can see, the colours keep on going. This is Traveller Attire. Now I'm going to have to be fairly quick on this because we do have around about 90 costumes to get through. Dandy costume. There is another one of these which I haven't got, which is in the shop still. This one's quite good. This is Cursed Armour. Picnic costume. War costume with 3 different colours there. Promenade costume. Emo costume. Hermit. Tropical. Peasant. Extreme gear. Very Tomb Raider-ish. Cocktail dress. Megalopolis. Cryomancer. A couple of different colours on that one. Night patrol costume. Must be a very warm place where they patrol at night there, because I think you get quite chilly in that. Extravagant costume. I mean, they call this one an extravagant costume, but to me it looks like just like the bath mat wrapped around you. Light binder. A couple of different colours. The mummy costume. Now I showed this in the old video. I won't show it in this one because it'll drag the video on too long. But with this one, when you put it on, it will make you run with your arms out like a mummy. It's quite comical. Gunner. Exoskeleton Goliath. A couple of different colours on that. Hipster. God Attire. This one's quite cool. Kinetic. Arborine. Holiday. A couple of different colours there. City Chic. Now this is Crusher of Death. Now this armour originally when it came out was called Hero Armour. But they've changed the name of that. So that happens as well. Sometimes the names have been changed. Not often, but there are some that the names have been changed. Alchemist costume. Enchantress. A lot of colours on the Enchantress costume. Hunter costume. Mechanic. Monk. Biker. Necromancer. Winter Celebration. This one you'll get from the Christmas event. It's on now. A lot of you will have it. And if you're seeing this after Christmas, you have to wait till Christmas to get this one. But there's various ones which you'll get for various things. I can actually show you something interesting on this. I was saying that if you've already got this one, or say this one, and you get another one, it'll give you a different colour like that one. And because I got that one, it'll give me another colour like that one. So you'll get various colours. What has happened, I'll just show you in the bag quickly. Bag. I have one here, this one here, which is actually one I've got, but I can't do anything with it because I already have the costume. Bit of a glitch that, so it's given me a costume. Obviously they've run out of styles, and now it's stuck in the bag, and I can't actually get rid of it without sending a ticket because you can't sell it. I'm hoping it'll disappear after the event, but I'll just send a ticket in and get them to remove it. It's just one of those unfortunate things that happens. So, okay. get back to the Christmas one. There we go. So yeah, that's your Christmas selection, like I say there. Oop, do it that way, get that bow out the way. Slayer costume. Pirate captain costume. This one comes from an event, I think. Preppy costume. I'm just thinking, I think this might be St. Patrick's Day one. It's difficult because there is 3 green costumes in here. It could be any one of them. I think it's that one for the female. What was that one? Futile cloak. So you've got a whole range of colours on that. Rave party costume. A few different colours. White God attire. This is one that makes you look like a chicken. It even gives you like chicken feet, and you'll see the thing. It's all feathers, blue feathers for the hat. This one actually came from the event just now that we've just had at Christmas. Classic costume. A lot of colours on this. Rocker costume. Rogue. Again, lots of colours. Now this is a different one. Now all of these costumes that are in this collection that you're seeing you can get in game apart from 2. This is one of them. They both came as like a double pack. So this one here, which is a graduate costume, and I think the other one was a candidate costume. I bought it for the candidate costume. This just basically came with it. It was cheaper to buy these 2 together than it was to sort of just buy one on its own. So that's with real money. Modular laboratory coat. Secret agent costume. Light power armor with various colours. Skate costume. Unit armor. Special agent. Thought form costume. Swimsuit. Pretty pointless in this game because if you jump in the water, you drown. Classic, what was that? Classic underwear. Mini underwear. Fancy costume. Diabolist. There's another variant of that as well. Witch. Skeleton. Now, of course, the horror theme ones are going to be at Halloween, so pretty straightforward to work out that. Again, this one does a funny movements when you wear this one. This is ghostly costume. Scout researcher. This one has no name. If you know what it is, put it in the comments. Patriot formal armor. Different colours on that. I think one of these actually was from when I was telling you about this random thing where it's like you come back and it says welcome back to a new season, and they gave us another variant of this. They might have even given us the whole thing if I can remember rightly. It's a long time ago. Invisible guard attire. Temple guard armor. Gravblader protective pads, different colours. The Outlaw. Noir. And this one here is the other one that I was telling you that I bought as a pack. So this one you have to buy with real money. Until they stick it in an event sometime. If they'll ever do that. I don't know if they do that. Prison Ghost costume. 3 variants. And new season swimsuit. Summer colour swimsuit. Epic loot armor. Revenant armor. And we picked this one up the other day on the Christmas event, which is the skater costume. And I think there's different colours as white one. I know for sure white and blue of that one as well. Okay, headwear. So you've got various things. Now, headwear is an interesting one because the headwear comes in. Well, I mean, like with the Christmas event, you can win or you can collect gems, get these boxes, and they just give you a random headgear. So some of this headgear goes with the costumes. Some of it is just random stuff you pick up in those events and boxes and things. This one's got different coloured hair out of it. These ones definitely came out of the winter boxes, at least 2 of them. Archer. This one again, I know this one came out of a random loot thing. Knight. It's a funny looking knight. Sage. Cowboy hat. A couple of different colours. Nova MQK2 headpiece, just for your ears. Again, different colours. Leather cap. Cursed helmet, yeah, that comes off the cursed armour. And so does this one actually. That's the other 2. The different colours of the cursed armour. Patriot Knight headwear, that's the costume we were wearing right at the start. Mechanoid Huntress. Exoskeleton Goliath with your 2 colours. Guard helm. Summer hat. Crusher of Death. Cryomancer. Hunter. Military cap. Mechanic. Well, that's goggles, but it's cap as well. These are the Halloween. All 3 of the next 3 are Halloween. You get your pumpkins and your talking hat, which comes in 3 different colours. Hermit headwear. Biker bandana, different colours. Assassin costume. The Christmas ones. This is also the Christmas ones, or the winter one. Official headwear. I think we picked that up in a random thing the other day as well. Pirate. Futile. White guard, that was that chicken soup. Rogue hood. Different colours. That's a kind of piratey kind of thing as well. What does it call it? It just says hat. Secret agent. Light power helmet. Different colours again. Field cap. Unit helmet. A couple of different colours. Thought form hood. Serene Sky Summer hat. That's a mouthful. Protector. Diabolist. Ghostly hat. Different colours. Scout Researcher. That was the one with no name. Test Driver Formula headwear. Patriot. Invisible Guard, Templar Guard, Grav Blader, a couple of different colours, Prestige Mechanics Top Hat, Outlaw, Noir, Vacation. That's the Mummy one with all the 3 colours. Epic Loot Armour, and the Revenant. And there's actually a lot less hats than there is costumes that I've got, because like I say, they do come in these random kind of box things that turn up at Christmas and that. That's kind of it really. I mean, I'm not going to go through all the earrings and that. It's pretty much the same stuff as the old one. Well, glasses, I think there was... Hang on, head around, we need to get rid of that because it does mess it up. I think there was only one new one, that was the skater one, which are a bit kind of weird, but that goes on the skater, and all the other ones you kind of like this sort of thing. But you should have most of those anyway. I say most of those turn up right from when you start playing. The only other one is the Divine, should I say? And the Divine, your Divine is going to stay the same pretty much, unless they change this. This has always been like this. When you pick your design for your Divine aspect, it's kind of what you're stuck with. Unless, like I say, they change it in the future. You get these halo things, which we've picked up from various things again. 3 of these ones here, well, this one here, this is the Christmas event thing now. There's that one, and I think there is like a orangey ready one or something like that. I haven't got that one yet, but we'll get it, don't worry. And there's that. I don't really dig these things much. That's just weird. Top of the head like that one. In fact, the best ones are the latest ones they've done, so they kind of suit better. They sort of sit a lot better. Whereas these things, that was about the best prior, but all these other things are kind of either too big or right up in the air like that, which just looks weird. And you got your eyes, which you will pick up as well. So that kind of shows you what I've got in the collection of female costumes at the moment. Now there is a lot more, obviously, an awful lot more, and we've got 90 odd. I don't know how many there are in total, but well, if you just take into the ones in account that you'd buy, there's probably double that. There's probably several hundred costumes. Who knows, maybe into the thousands. I don't know if there's that many, but there's definitely several hundred. So in the end, the best way to get the costumes is just play the game. You'll get most, like I say, the ones you're seeing here, most of these here, apart from the 2 I've actually bought, most of these you can get just from playing the game. And there are a lot more that I just haven't bothered to collect. Like I say, I'm not a costume collector. This is just purely what I've picked up playing the game over the last couple of years.